the state of Cameroon.
Nous avons des terres arables au Cameroun.
We have a pretty fertile soil in Cameroon. We're blessed with that.
Et le gouvernement a déjà mis à disposition 55 000 hectares de terres.
And the government has already put 55,000 hectares of land
À disposition de ce type de projet.
in disposition for such projects.
Et je voudrais également dire que
I equally wanted to say
nous sommes déjà organisés sur l'ensemble du territoire national.
that we are also already pretty organized in the complete territory of Cameroon, all over,
Pour commencer les projets tout de suite,
represented by the mayors that you have some of them here present, to kickstart as soon as you are ready.
avec tous les partenaires qui viennent se présenter à nous et tant entendu.
With all of the partners that are actually willing to work with us.
Nous voulons comprendre le modèle économique
It's also very interesting for us and important also to understand what economic model
qui va faire
we are going to
l'objet de
use
notre relation.
so as to guide our partnership.
Il n'est pas, nous sommes sous programme d'ajustement structurel.
We're in the structural adjustment program,
Donc, il faut peut-être qu'on oublie les garanties de l'État.
so I think would be kind of like forgetting about or not paying too much of attention to the guarantees that the state is going to have to take.
Les seules garanties que l'État peut nous donner,
The only guarantee that the government, the state, is
Ça va
pretty
juste-
ready to give us
jusqu'à hauteur de 200 milliards de francs CFA.
is actually in the measure of 250 billion francs CFA. The state has given that already.
Mais
Put that at our disposition.
cette garantie-là va aller aux entreprises que nous allons construire
So
ensemble.
this guarantee is standing there actually to back up the companies or corporational structures that we, together with you, are going to actually build up.
Cette garantie est même déjà valable pour les banques locales qui acceptent de nous mettre des lignes de crédit.
It's already valuable for the local banks that are ready to actually give us credits for our projects.
Donc, vous comprenez donc que nous sommes très avancés et
So
nous
that
sommes
shows you
à la
already how
recherche
advanced we are in
des partenaires.
our endeavors, and that we are actually looking for partners
Nous,
to kickstart.
nous ne pouvons pas ne pas vous dire la vérité. Nous avons organisé les journées économiques internationales et communes.
We have to be very honest with you guys that we're just actually coming from organizing what we call JCOM 23, which actually was from the 1st of June to the 3rd of June, which is an international forum for councils.
Et nous avons également rencontré beaucoup de partenaires.
And
qui
about
veulent
28
venir.
countries were actually represented with huge number of investors and huge investors particularly who were there present.
Donc, nous pensons que vous êtes les bienvenus également.
So that's why we think that you're very, very welcome to add onto that contingent
Pour que nous puissions, et nous voulons être concrets avec vous.
And that's also why we emphasize that we want to be very concrete with you guys, very pragmatic.
Avant le forum de 2020, mars 2024,
Before the forum of March 2024,
nous devons avoir construit
we should have
en
already
relation avec vos entreprises
constructed, a relationship with your respective companies
des projets concrets qui vont être présentés lors de ce
with
forum.
very concrete projects that we are actually going to be presenting already at that forum of March next year.
Oui, ce serait pratique, ce serait pragmatique. Nous ne voulons pas avoir une rencontre de diplomatie
That's going to be
supplémentaire.
very practical, and that's what we want. And we're not only looking forward towards kind of a diplomatic meeting in 2024 March.
Nous avons commencé à travailler avec d'autres entreprises étrangères, il faut le dire.
We started already working with some other
L'Arabie
companies, some other.
Saoudite et tout ça, mais nous sommes très enthousiastes de travailler avec nos frères.
But we are very, very enthusiastic to work with you guys because that lies in our heart, Vanessa. It's a very important thing for us to have the privilege to work with you guys, most especially.
Le gouvernement et tous les départements sectoriels nous accompagnent dans ces projets.
The government, the state, and all respective departments of the state that are involved in the projects that we're going to be carrying out are pretty ready to, support us in that.
Donc, on solliciterait de vous d'avoir une équipe point focal.
So we'll be asking you guys to name, a focal point, a focal team.
Nous également, on va vous indiquer nos points focaux.
And we are going to tell you also, give you our focal team.
Pour travailler concrètement sur des projets des communes qui en réalité sont portés par des sociétés encadrées par les communes. Parce que la commune ne fait pas le business.
So that we can work together, directly with the councils. But then these are going to be in a model where, since the council doesn't do business, you'll be working with companies created by locals in collaboration with the councils, whereby the councils are actually, call it minimal shareholders in a form of PPP with you guys in collaboration, since we lay a lot of emphasis in working spatially with you guys, since we share a lot in common with you guys.
Merci d'avoir anticipé en déclinant déjà le modèle PPP et ce qui va nous permettre que le win-win est
Thank you
là.
for having talked already about the model even before I said it.
Alors,
That's why it was technical.
j'ai entendu parler des entrepôts à Kribi dans le document, les termes de référence qui nous ont été envoyés.
I had mentioned of departments in Kribi, possibilities in Kribi, opportunities in Kribi, which were actually found in the documents that we already received from CAPEF.
Je voudrais dire que nous avons déjà un très gros projet avec les communes accordéon de l'Atlantique.
We have
Ces
already,
projets parce que tout est à reconstruire.
we have already a huge project with the coastal councils, including Kribi.
Donc, en un mot, vous avez un peu compris notre modèle économique qu'il faudrait le dire, intègre les populations rurales.
So in a summary form, I think you've understood already what our economic model is, which absolutely integrates the local community.
Madame Angèle qui est assise là, elle dirige une commune rurale.
Angel, who is actually seated
Et
there,
ce sont ces communes qui ont un gros potentiel.
like many of the other mayors, actually are working in rural communities.
Donc, quand les entreprises américaines, en partenariat avec nos entreprises locales,
So when
vont
American
créer un seul
partners
groupement
with our own
d'entreprises,
partners
avec le
create
soutien du gouvernement,
a company or partnership with the support of the government,
nous allons faire des exploitations agricoles,
who do agricultural exploitations,
mais surtout, nous allons associer l'ensemble des populations riveraines et des élites qui veulent faire la même chose sous notre
but
encadrement.
what is very important is it is a model whereby the local community is going to be very, very involved in, including of course the elites of the respective communities. So it's going to be a total inclusive action.
Ça va organiser le changement économique.
That is what's going to actually organize the economic
Du
change,
pays.
the economic revolution.
Le marché existe,
There is the existence of the
il est
market.
vaste.
It is big.
Il
It's
y a le
huge.
Nigeria, 250 millions d'habitants,
We
il y a
have an
la
average
RDC,
incidence of
il y a la
250 million
CEMA.
persons.
C'est un
CEMA
marché de
area.
500 millions d'habitants qui est visé.
So we're talking already about a local market of our region worth about 500 million inhabitants.
Avant de penser si on peut
thinking-
encore envoyer aux États-Unis.
Before even thinking about sending it to the United States.
Donc il y a un marché. On ne peut pas avoir d'investissement s'il n'y a pas de marché. Le marché existe,
There is a market.
il est même très important.
We can invest if we don't have a market. So the market is in existence and the market is very huge and very present.
Donc il faut tout simplement qu'on se mette ensemble pour monter des projets concrets que nous allons présenter au gouvernement pour que le gouvernement nous accorde des facilités, parce qu'il y a une procédure de facilité mise en place au Cameroun pour ce type d'investissement.
But we are also saying that we are pretty interested in making sure that we extend our productivity and productions in collaboration with you guys to the US, so that the people in the US can also see that But then, carrying out all of that, making sure that we get into action, concrete action, counting, of course, with the support of the government.
Ce que nous allons faire avec vous sera soutenu non seulement par le gouvernement, mais aussi par le président de la République lui-même.
What we do with you is not only
devant
going to
les
be
médias.
supported by the government, but also personally by the President of the Republic. Because that is his dream and his vision. That's his model.
Parce que nous travaillons avec eux en ce moment même pour que les premiers projets sortent de terre.
Because we're working actually with the high authorities to make sure